what's going on, everybody? DogMan Dan here. We are in Fortnite, and the Perk Recombobulator update is out. And as you can see, the tutorial quest right here, perk replacement. So we're going to go over some of the basics here. And this is like my first time going through this. So we're going to work through it all. It'll probably be a couple of episodes here as we get all the way through and fully understand the whole perk system personally. But I get a couple things right here off the bat that I do know, and some of that from the original post. So we've got the perk replacement, which is the tutorial quest, and we're going to just go ahead and run this, and that will reward us some epic, rare, uncommon, and reperk stuff. So you get reperk and perk ups in here. Okay. Over in the loot store, or the loot under the event store right now, you're going to see the new quad launcher, which I'm going to get my hands on, which is just going to be awesome. And you also have now perk up stuff here. This is during this particular blockbuster event that's going on. Okay. And the goal now is going to be to get all these perk ups, all of them. I picked up one of these a minute ago, and that's only because I had just picked up that LMG before this update released. So not only do you have like legendary flux and all these other resources to be picking up these days now, you definitely want to get your hands on all of these perk ups. That's going to be the easiest way to get the perk ups. However, in missions, and here I'm over in Candy Valley at the moment, right? So if you look at some of these missions, I just did that one, so I grabbed some perk up out of that mission. But you see I've got a rare perk up here. We've got amp up here, amp up there with different perk ups underneath as well. Okay, we can come over a little bit farther. I've got fire up here, which is an elemental increase. More over here. Rare perk up, so it's kind of be all over the place inside these events as well. Epic perk up over here, so it's going to be doing a lot of events basically. Frost perk up with epic perk up in my rewards. Okay, so that's how you're going to gain a lot of this in your resourcing and playing the different missions. And you'll see it also here in like Plankerton. You'll see it in a few missions. Like here you get your amp up that's in there, frost up. So I don't know, I didn't even look. You're not going to find it here in Stonewood because you have to actually be in at least Plankerton before you can get any of that stuff. So if you're in Stonewood, you're just going to get all the nothingness because you have to be at least past SSD2 in Plankerton to be able to get it. Now, some of the other stuff that's going on here, and we're going to hit one of these transform keys. I busted out a whole bunch of transform keys while over the last couple weeks when I was around. So I've got a whole bunch of new ones that we can actually transform a weapon or craft a weapon, not craft a weapon, get a weapon already into the new combo system versus all of these current ones that I have here are all in the legacy system. So what you're going to see right here, these are how they converted over into the legacy system, but they're not fully converted. So let's walk through changing one of these over. And there's a couple of different things you're going to see as we look at it through here. Okay, so let's say, we're going to start with that infamous Nocturno that everybody loves so much. Okay, we're going to hit view, or we're going to upgrade inspect this weapon, and this is what basically was on the weapon before the transformation. This is what it looks like. And mind you, we have different levels now that you can actually increase the bonuses on these stats, these perks. So it was originally 25% reload, 20% head damage, energy plus weapon damage, plus more 20% plus 45% crit. Okay. Now, I want to convert this into the new system, so I'm going to go over to upgrade and hit modify perks. and you're going to get this nice little message, unless you click don't show again, which basically says hello, new recombulation method. The process will change some stuff, but if converted, some items are going to have free slots. You can choose new perks yourself. Okay, so I'm going to do a show preview, and you can see if we're looking at it, this is the new upgraded perk section versus the regular. And mind you, um, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Nothing changes on the Nocturno except now we get causes affliction damage for 6 seconds. Then we get extra affliction damage on this trade over. So yeah, I'm going to make this change because nothing changed here, but I get a gaining of affliction, and energy with affliction is pretty nice. So I'm going to do the conversion. Okay, now Perk Recombobulator, you're going to see that currently I can increase based off of what I have. So the element here, I can do an upgrade to energy and 15% damage currently. I can do 25% damage at the next level up. The next level up here is 68% critical damage. You can't alter this one here, but as you can see, in your level ups on the right hand side, it shows what your upgrades are going to be. So that's a nice little thing to have here. Okay, let's go back, because that means technically I just did the quest, if I am correct. So let's come over here to the quest. Okay, perk placement. So select armory, schematics, upgrade, select modify perks, select the perk to modify, and select a perk under replacements. So let's go back over there. So I thought it was just a matter of moving it, but it wasn't. Okay, upgrade, modify perks. So I don't know if I can, which I can't because I don't have the epic perk up. This is where your perk up's going to be that you're going to require to get to those next levels, which means that a level 4 I get purple in the epic, which means for a level 5 increase on energy and damage, I'm going to need to use my legendary perk up that I'm trying to collect. Okay, so I guess maybe what we'll do is just try this reload, which I don't have. How about that? I don't have. No, I don't have. No, I don't have. No, I don't have. So I can't actually do anything with that until I get more. Ugh. Okay. Let's try. I wonder if, because it's all going to be the same. It's all going to be the same. All these I have to convert over and then mess around with them. Oh boy, oh boy. So let's come over here, take a look at the Mercury LMG, see what the difference is here. Modify perks, yes, I know about the changeover. So, looking at this, there is some changes on this from what it was. So we got 10% damage, that's still there. 21% crit chance is now a 15% critical. 40% stability, still 40% stability. Fire rate and fire rate are the same. We get the energy damage that was based on the weapon now plus a 10% damage. So we lose a little bit in the critical here, but we gain an extra 10% there. And then we still get the landing 5 hits on a single target, causes a small explosion damage. So I'm going to convert this one over as well. Okay, and you're going to see the same thing. So now we've got element damage increase if we want to. Again, I'm going to need the perk up resources. So as you can see, found in Plankerton and Canyon Valley. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go farm up a little bit of this stuff so we can continue here, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back, and let's continue on here. Um, we're going to do a level up of one of these new perks. I just quickly grabbed a couple missions that had some perk rewards in it, so I've now got enough to do a couple of these, and then we'll also finish that quest, which will allow us to do another upgrade, just so you can see. Also, let's say I'm looking at, I'm going to just go ahead and go back through here again, so modify, do a show preview. As you can see, again, what was it a little while ago? So, just on the old system, the legacy items, you can see the changeover for the new items, and you can also see that they split element and affliction. So before it was together, now it's been split apart, if you will. Okay, I'm going to convert this weapon anyway, so there is that. Okay, so let me go back here. What I'm trying to find out, I think, let's take a look here. I'm just trying to look at a couple weapons to see if we can see the difference where they have the new open slot. So show perk. Okay, there we go. So the free slots. So on this, for the super shredder that I currently have, you have the damage, fire rate, critical chance, critical damage, and fire plus weapon damage. Okay, plus the affliction. So we get to keep the affliction. We get to keep the fire and the weapon damage. We lose a little critical here from 21 to 15, and we still get the 10%. But now we have two open slots. So we have a free slot for what used to be fire rate, and we have a free slot down here with what used to be critical damage on this conversion for the super shredder. So I'm going to do the conversion anyway. Okay, and let's just see. So here we have the upgrades 15%. You can replace that with critical rating, critical damage, fire rate. Here, this is my free slot. So in my free slot, I have these items I can put in: durability, magazine size, reload, weapon stability. Obviously, in here, I have the ability to keep my fire element, or I can change it to any of the other physical elements that I like. And here in the critical rating, we can increase that right away, or we can replace it. And the same thing's going to go here. So let me just see if I hit this. This is free, so I can do durability. I can do magazine size. Here, 50% magazine increase. So instead of having 8, I think it's going to be like 12, right? Reload speed. So if I look over here left, let's see, where's my reload time? 4.6 seconds. I can take part of that down. Weapon stability here. Or I can come over here as well in terms of free slots. So 24% damage increase to missed monsters and bosses. 30% damage to afflicted targets. We also have that extra affliction on the bottom here. Slowed, ensnared, 30% more. So I would probably honestly take the 30% additional damage to afflicted targets, which I'm going to afflict targets anyway because I'm going to cause affliction damage. So let me go ahead and take that for now. The Miss Monsters bosses, okay, yeah, 24% damage is nice, but not a huge thing to me. So now, perk placement. I get another 1200 reperk. This is because I just finished the quest. Another 100 uncommon, rare, and epic. Okay, and as you can see, now I've got the afflicted damage in here. Over here, gosh. And again, you can still replace it, but now if I want to replace something, there is modification costs. So as you can see, I have to choose whether, okay, I like the afflicted, so fine. Now I can also increase it, with having the correct perk up information on it. Let me come over here. Durability is not a big deal to me. Magazine size is pretty nice. Reload speed's probably going to be most important to me, I think, in this case, because the faster I can reload this super shredder instead of 4.6 seconds, the happier I'm going to be. Obviously, I can keep my damage in here, But I think what we're going to do, and again, we can change it. I'm going to upgrade to my reload speed on this one. And there we go. So if I come back over here now, I can even bring my reload speed up to 63%. As you can see, reload time was 4.6. Now it's 3.3. So I dropped a portion. Pretty nice. So if I bring that up higher, I can bring that, you can see how this is working. And we have certain replacements. So it's not like you can just go and pick specifically every single perfect thing that you want in here. They're giving you specifics of what you can take. So it's going to be, there's going to be some back and forth. Definitely I'm going to increase my element of damage here, but we're going to leave my super shredder for now because I don't run it too often. And we're going to come back over here to my Mercury LMG, which I have been running a lot. And let's just take a quick look again. So as you can see, I can increase the energy and additional damage on it. I can increase, these are upgrades that'll happen at the next level. Okay, I don't have any option to replace anything. These are what's given to me in this particular setup. So if I click over here, I've got enough to do the upgrade on energy plus now 15% damage. If I come over here, I can increase by another 15% from 10%. Okay, you can see how that's going to all work. Okay. We got to look at the Hydra. I'm not too concerned about doing it with the Nocturno, though I do get that affliction damage. I do want to take this Gravedigger. Let's do the modify perks on this to take a look here. So, elemental, like direct element, like fire, nature, that stuff is still better to specific enemies over energy, but energy overall, so you don't have to worry about changing weapons, depending upon which, enemy you're actually trying to take out. But what we're going to do here is let's go ahead and do this. We're going to confirm our increase because we now have epic perk up. We have regular reperk, and I'm going to confirm that increase. Perk upgrade complete. So now I just get more, and now I just picked up a whole bunch of legendary perk up because of the quest. Okay, so now there we go. Fire element has been increased. And when I'm talking about the quest, so I come back over here to my quests. As you can see, perk replacement. I finished that off. Daily quests. So let's see, where am I at now? I've got a whole bunch of new stuff over here. It's just crazy, guys. It's just crazy. Let's come back over here. Let's keep going on this just so you can see it. Modify the perks a little bit more. So now the next level up would be fire plus a 20% damage increase. So if I look at that, I actually have, because I've already taken some stuff out of the store, the event store, I actually have enough to do fire plus 20% damage using the legendary. So this just gonna, let's just do that. There. So now we got a tier 5 damage, a fire element with a 20% damage increase. If I come over here, critical rating, damage to afflicted targets, I do have enough to increase the damage to afflicted targets. Okay. If I don't think I still have enough to do that. Wow. Nice. So we're just going to go ahead and make this guy a little bit better here all around. Okay. Critical rating. We can increase the critical rating. Critical damage. Let's increase that critical. And you're going to see my stats are changing over here on this side, okay, as we increase. I don't have enough to get to the next level right now. So that means if I want to go, I'm going to go out and get some of the rare perk up that's required. And then I can bring these up even higher. And then here, I still have enough to increase my damage again. So if I wanted to just increase my straight damage, I can. If I want to increase my damage to affliction, I can. So just for now, more base damage increase. There you go. So as you can see, we're going to add 30% here. So I'm going to need to get a lot more legendary to get up to 30% damage. But this is what we're going to have now, the new system. So you have on the transfer over, you have all these. Sometimes you can change them, sometimes you can't. But I've just significantly increased the Gravedigger overall. Not a bad thing if you. I'm liking this new system. And again, like over here at the Super Shredder, because I had free slots and I could upgrade and change things, this one allows me to do replacements if I choose to do replacements. So like I could take this and make this an energy weapon, a nature weapon, physical, or water, and then I can increase that as well, but I'm probably going to keep that as a fire element. We'll see. Time will tell. Again, we can do damage, we can do critical. Its critical hit chance here is 32.5%, so we can either increase if I wanted to, because I've got critical rating down at the bottom already. Here at 15%, I can increase the critical here, and in which case I could put additional critical damage here to increase my critical hit damage. This is going to be a fabulous system overall. I'm pretty impressed with it. Now, if I were to take a transform key, let's go ahead and take a transform key. Select. What have I got available? As you can see, I've already got duplicate stuff here because why not? Like I could take this guy because I don't need him since I've already got one. I'm going to select him to lock him in. That's 300 of the 500 required. No, we're going to keep all that stuff. No, we're going to keep all those. I don't need her. Now we'll hold on to her. I don't need this one because I've already got a mythic in there. So I'm going to use her. Oops. Back it up. I'm going to select her. As you can see, I'm going to get some extra schematics and whatnot. If I come over here, no, I don't want to give her up. So I only need to do another 100. But I'll just go ahead and grab one of these guys here. So I'm going to use some research points. I'm going to get a legendary assault rifle in this transform. And this will be already, the Copper Ranger is already into the new system. Already here. Alright, so we can view that. These all have to get unlocked. So now we have physical element and damage here. And the same thing. So back, we're going to continue. And that is, we come over here, just take a look. I had a ranger which had nature damage on it. Now I've got this one. View, upgrade, inspect. Level up, modify perks. Okay, so again, we're going to have the chance to move perks around as we choose. We're not going to be able to change this one. Damage dealt with this weapon snares the targets by 30% for 6 seconds. That stays. There's no changing that. But we have the ability to change these around. So I can do affliction damage, more damage to stunned, staggered if I want to, even to mist monsters. Increase what's currently here. In here in damage. But since I've got physical damage, I could just increase the regular damage as well. But if I want to change this now, I can change this to energy, fire, nature, water. So as you can see, this is going to be a matter of figuring out what's the best if you follow meta, and really bringing this weapon to its ultimate capabilities. Alright, I will catch you guys soon. If you have comments or questions, please do feel free to leave them below. I know it's a longer video than normal, but please do free to leave them below, and I'll catch you next time.